This is the Life and Reflection Photo Calendar tutorial. Today we are using portraits from Just a Crush Photography and calendars from the Melon Berry calendar set. Let's get started. The first step is to make sure that your photo editing software is ready to go. We have the Layers palette open and the Character window open. You can find those by going to Window and checkmarking Layers and Character. The other thing that's important if you're using Photoshop is to make sure that you have Show Transform Control selected so that we can resize our photos. Alright, let's start with the name. We're going to come over to the Layers palette and select the text layer labeled Jackson Family. And then we're going to go ahead and grab our text tool. You can also do that by typing T on the keyboard. And we're going to simply change that name, and you of course can type anything you like. And then if you happen to be wanting to do a different year or subtitle or anything like that, you can also do that in the year text layer. Okay, now we're ready to add our photos. The calendar we're working with is 8 by 10 inch, so I know our photos need to be a lot smaller than 8 by 10 inch. So we're going to go and start by simply resizing this photo, and we'll go ahead and go to Image Size. You can also use the keyboard with Alt Control I, and we want to keep the resolution at 300, and then we're going to set the height in inches to something smaller. So let's just do 4 inches wide, and we'll leave the height where it is. Okay, and now we're going to want to drag this over our photo layer. So we're going to go back to the calendar, and we want to select photo number 1 in the Layers palette. Okay, and notice we have the Move tool selected, and what we're going to do is simply hold down the photo. You'll see that Move tool symbol pop up, and you're just going to drag it over that photo mask. Okay, now you're going to come back to the Layers palette, and you're going to hold down Alt on the keyboard, and a little symbol will pop up, and you can clip your photo to the mask below. I'm going to show you a second technique on photo number 2 on how to do the clipping mask as well. And now we can hold down the Shift key and choose a corner of the photo and drag it in to make it a little smaller, and then just double click and release the Shift key, and then pull it down to where you like it. Okay, and now we're going to do the second photo. So we're going to choose the second photo layer, open up that second photo, and again you want to resize it to something smaller than an 8 by 10, keeping the resolution at 300. And we're going to do the same thing. Just drag it on top of that photo layer. And now this is another way that you can do the clipping mask. With the photo selected, right click and choose Create Clipping Mask, and that will clip it to the photo layer underneath. And again, you can hold down the Shift key and bring those arrows in to make that photo a little bit smaller, and just adjust it to where you want it. And there you have it. Your photo calendar is ready to print.